Yeah, so it's not out for like 7-8 days. It's Saturday afternoon, and it's like, don't you people have jobs? Why are you just standing out here? They were like adults. Coming to you pre-tape from the Best Coast Show studios. This is the Best Coast Show. I'm your host, Albert Aguilera. That is my producer, Curtis Stage. Curtis, we have a 10-point lead in the Pacific. The Kings, not the Lakers.
So we have a Lakers-Kings combo episode again today. We're going to talk about the Lakers. They're 3-21 as of, by the time you see this, they may be 3-22. It's a good chance. They're playing the Bucks, but, and the Bucks suck too, but not as bad as the Lakers. The horrible road trip where they went 1-7. We got to talk about benching of the rookies, Byron Scott. We got to talk about, does Byron Scott have a development plan? We'll get there. And then we're going to talk about the Kings, which they're much better. They're have a 10-point lead. They're 19-9-2, 40 points, first in the Pacific, second in the Western Conference. They've had 7 straight losses in Buffalo, which is kind of weird and odd. Clifford and Lewis went to the IR, and Kopitar's extension. We got to talk about that until it happens.
Okay, no. First, I want to talk. Okay, earlier when we were just setting up, I was telling you how I was at the movie theater, and there was already people lined up for Star Wars.
Yeah.
Okay. The movie,
I'm lined up for Star Wars right now.
So someone's holding your spot.
Yeah.
Here's my thing, all right? The second trilogy came out when I was in high school, and I'm in high school. I get off out of school at 12 o'clock. I can go sit in line because I'm like 16, 17 and do absolutely nothing till Wednesday at midnight when the movie comes out. But I'm watching these people, and these people are like full-on adults. These people look...
Full-on adults.
No, okay.
Like 35-year-olds.
Okay, and yeah, because anybody over the age of 18 is considered an adult legally, right?
Yeah.
But I'm talking about these people are like 35, 40. They're adults. They should be somewhere like at work or something. And it's like, are you really wasting your vacation days sitting in line to watch this movie?
Dude, when I was at Comic-Con this summer, there was people, I kid you not, down in San Diego, just for the panel discussion, and of course, Harrison Ford's there. For the panel discussion, people were in line for a week.
That's dumb.
To wait for a panel discussion.
Dumb.
I was like, fuck that.
Look,
I'm not going.
That's really dumb. I
don't need to see Harrison Ford and Carrie Fisher that bad. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It's dumb.
I am going to Friday night's show.
I'm not. I'll watch that movie sometime in mid-January where I don't have to watch it with a crowd full of people. There's a bunch of other movies that I'd rather watch in December, like Point Break.
God,
you better
seriously?
Hell yeah, I'm watching Point Break and Hateful Eight, and I'm going to go watch...
Is Patrick Swayze making an appearance in Point Break?
No, he died years ago.
Patrick Swayze?
Yes.
Did he?
Yes.
Oh,
Patrick Swayze's been dead for a few years now.
Sorry, the family of Patrick. I had no idea. I didn't know. What did he die of?
He died of cancer.
He did?
Yes.
Oh, that sucks.
Damn.
That sucks. So sorry. Okay.
You're terrible.
That's perfect lead into the Lakers. Let's talk Lakers. They haven't died
yet. Also dying.
They're close to dying. So the Lakers are 3-20.
That's awful.
Lakers are 3-21. I didn't fucking know. Lakers are 3-21. I don't stay up on Patrick Swayze shit, okay? Okay, so we had a horrible road trip, 1-7. I don't think anybody
I guess I'm laughing. Look, you're making me cry. I'm laughing so hard.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, all right. I'm back. Let's go. Okay. Okay. I was not back. Okay. Think about Star Wars.
No, it's gonna bother me. And then I was talking to Georgie about this. I was like, hey, if everyone that's pretending, especially the chicks, the hot chicks, if everyone's pretending to be into it as much as they are now, they were pretending to be into it when I was back in high school. I told Georgie, I go, Georgie, if chicks were into comic books and geeky things in Star Wars back when I was in high school, I'd have the best harem ever, ever.
Yeah, exactly. But they're not that into it.
No, they just pretend to be. I don't know why.
That movie's going to make $1 trillion.
You think it's going to make more money than Jurassic Park or Jurassic World?
Of course. Are you kidding me? Way more. Beyond. In like the first week, it's going to make that
Well, I
much
do want to
money.
go see that new movie with Ryan Gosling. I'll watch anything Ryan Gosling's in. The Short Sale or whatever it's called.
Why?
The
'Cause
huge short.
That's supposed to be good.
It's supposed to be really good.
Okay, let's get back to sports.
Okay,
let's
back to
talk
sports.
about the 3-21 Lakers. They had a horrible road trip, 1-7. I didn't expect them to win. Maybe they had the overtime game in Minnesota that they lost.
Your eyes are still watering.
I know. The overtime game, that was funny. They had an overtime game in Minnesota. They lost. That was a fun game. That was a game that they could have maybe won, but they're terrible, so they're not going to win that game. They're not going to win close games. The real key here is that we had a benching of the rookies. Now, was that a good idea? What do you think about that?
I don't think they were benched. Everyone online, everyone's just going crazy. Oh, you're benching the rookies. We need to develop the rookies. They weren't benched so much as swapped, because I'm starting to agree with what Byron Scott's doing, where, he's not benching them. He's just not playing them with certain players because he doesn't want to put them out there with Kobe Bryant, who's going to throw 43 pointers a game, and they're not going to touch the ball.
In a way,
so if they're still playing 20 minutes a night, just not with Kobe, or they're playing 20 minutes a night versus the second, third guys on the other team, I'd rather have them play against those guys while controlling the ball, while doing something.
They better be playing more than 20 minutes a night. I mean, if Kobe's playing 30, I
don't
see
mind them
Russell
playing 20 if they're playing 20 and they're being active. If they're playing 25 but they're out there with Kobe and Kobe has the ball the entire time, then you're not even playing.
So in a way, this was one of Byron Scott's better coaching moves, was to do this. That's a surprise.
Because like I said, I don't consider it being a benching when all they're doing is let's just alternate who you're going to be partnered with out there.
So, this is interesting because Kupchak, he is apparently going to meet with Byron now that they're back in Los Angeles after this road trip, because they're going to talk about a development plan for the rookies.
All right, I got two problems with that. One, why didn't you do this a year ago?
Yeah, what?
And two, why are you waiting for the road trip to end? We have Skype, we have cell phones, we have Twitter, we have... It's just like...
It needs to be face-to-face. These guys are not...
Skype is semi-face-to-face. FaceTime.
These guys are old school, man.
Do you think they're like, how do I get this app to work? And they, hey, yo, Nick Young, yo, Swaggy P, how do I get this app to work? It's not working.
That is exactly
and they're like
what
your parents trying to get their devices to work.
Kupchak has no idea how to use Skype or Google Hangouts or any of that shit. So
Karl Malone still uses the flip phone.
Well, that's not a surprise. So the thing is why did this development plan not start happening in June? July. Why are they talking about, we knew we had 3 young players on this team, 4 if you count Nance. Why are we not talking about development plan a long time ago?
They thought that Russell would be more ready now, and they figured, okay, he'll develop over the course of a couple of months, get into rhythm and go, and that has not been the case.
He is starting to. I mean, he had 24 points in one game, 23 in another. So Russell's playing with more confidence. He's going to the hole a lot more. He's doing a lot more things than I think fans expected him to do. Does Byron have a development plan? Here's the deal about Byron Scott. I don't know that he knows how to work with young players, but here is what he's good at. Now check this out. Teams that Byron Scott have coached recently have done very well in one area, drafting.
Wait, drafting position or drafting players?
Just drafting position, not the players themselves, but
because Byron Scott is a perennial lottery draft coach?
Apparently, because in 2011, Cleveland, 1st overall pick. 12, 4th overall pick for Cleveland. 13, 1st overall pick for Cleveland. 14, 1st overall pick for Cleveland. Are you sensing a trend here? Last year, 2nd overall pick for the Lakers. This year, it's going to be 1st, 2nd, or 3rd.
Maybe teams bring him in as the tanking specialist.
Okay, so they really don't. So the development plan that they're going to talk about this week is we don't actually have a development plan for the actual team. Our plan is to develop your ranking for a draft.
Right, because this time next year, he'll be coaching the 76ers.
Most likely, that would be the obvious next location.
Next tanking location.
Because they're pretty good at tanking too. So he's going to coach some other crappy team.
Are we competing with the 76ers in tanking?
We are right now. Because they're worse.
Well, no, they have a better record. They have
no.
Oh, they only have that one win over us.
They only have one win. We have 2 more wins than they do.
Yeah, we have 3. Damn.
But as long as we're in the bottom 2 positions, so I think Byron Scott. I know people want to fire him. It's not going to happen. I don't think Byron Scott's going to get fired this year. I think if anything, he's gone at the end of this year, and then they start developing these young players. But Laker fans are going to have to be ready for a couple of years.
Oh yeah, this year's over. They're not going to do something.
Well, obviously,
they're not going to do something drastic. And
we're talking about next year
and replace him mid-season.
And we're not going to do anything at the trade deadline. We're not going to do anything at the trade deadline.
Yeah,
either.
I mean, if we do anything at the trade deadline, I believe it's mid-February. I think it's the 19th of February this year, so we still have time. I'm not remotely saying at all that we're turning the season around. It's only going to win 18 of 20.
But we could get rid of players.
But you can get rid of players. You can open up cap space. You can trade for a veteran guy that's going to come in who's older that you're going to have on a 1-year deal.
We have that
is
with
just
Hibbert.
going to eat up minutes.
We have that with Hibbert. We don't need that. I mean, and Hibbert was brought in to play defense and be that 1-year big guy.
Which hasn't done anything because our defense is awful.
Our defense is terrible.
I mean,
so
the
that's
offense
not
isn't too bad. We're averaging 103 points a game, only we're giving up 113.
Yeah, that's...
I mean, you can't be upside down 10 points every night.
Yeah, no, it's not good. So just be ready, Laker fans, for this development plan situation to make more news, and we'll get to that.
Laker fans are like
January.
doomsday preppers right now, man.
They're
scared.
Are. Yeah, I've packed a backpack.
I mean, we're playing the Clippers on Christmas Day. Horrible Christmas present right there. I mean,
That's gonna be bad.
You always have the marquee teams. It was always the Lakers and whoever LeBron was playing for, whether it be the Lakers
Cleveland
and
Golden State
or
are playing.
That's gonna be the marquee game.
Yeah.
But it's just like,
if someone told me 5 years ago that Cleveland Golden State would be the marquee game in 2015, I would have been like, "You're really high."
what if Conor McGregor told you that?
Then I would believe it.
You'd believe it?
He's magic. All right, let's talk about the Kings. They're doing a lot better right now.
Yes, we're doing a lot better. We're in first place, and I'll be honest with you guys. I honestly don't remember a time when the Kings had a 10-point cushion in the division. I honestly don't.
Yeah.
You know, you've been there where, hey, we're 2-3 points up, we're 2-3 points out of first, but 10 is a lot. I don't know what to do with it.
Well, it's pretty good because they don't do well in December. So as we've talked about before, so having a 10-point cushion is really good.
Yeah, right now we got a 2-game losing streak, but we did get a point, and it's okay. It was our first loss in overtime, 5-1 overall in overtime, which is fantastic, especially if you guys remember the way last year happened. If you remember the way every December happens, being 5-1 this early in the season when it comes to overtime, magic. I mean, if they go 5-16 last year instead of 3-16, make the playoffs.
Yeah. What's the problem with Buffalo? Like, why?
Yeah, we've lost 7 in a row in Buffalo now. We've not won in Buffalo in over a decade.
Okay, I have a theory. I think the players get to Buffalo and they're staying up really late. They're
just
partying,
raging?
they're popping. This, wait.
We're talking about Buffalo, New York.
Buffalo's shitty. They're not doing any of that stuff.
Yeah, maybe that's why they don't play well there, because they're miserable.
Yeah, Buffalo's terrible. So maybe they get there and they're just so frozen solid that they can't play. I think it's because a lot of Canadian players are close to home. They have
that could be it too, and you're there. It's December time. You're visiting family because a lot of our players are from that area of the country or that portion of Canada.
So they're distracted not from partying and hanging out with hot chicks in Buffalo because there isn't any. They're distracted because they're by their family.
I'm going to go with that.
That's where we're going.
I'm going to go with that because there's nothing to do in Buffalo. And Buffalo's miserable. It's cold.
Oh, gosh. I don't know why they're losing so many games.
Going into it, I thought that the game in Buffalo was a trap game. We'd won 6 in a row. We're doing great right now.
They
Buffalo
started off well.
Yeah, they started off well. Buffalo, not so great. I mean, Buffalo tied up the game on a power play goal because, again, that bit us in the ass. Mm-hmm. But I thought it was a trap game because it's a game that we should have won. It's a game where you should be dominating the second worst team in the league.
Yes.
And
then they go and lose to Ottawa. So then we got.
And the Ottawa was just that second period was shitty, man. We shit the bed there. 4 goals, but they hadn't given up 4 goals in a period all year. They hadn't given up 5 total goals since opening night to San Jose.
Yeah, so they're just in a little bit of a funk, but they're 7-1-2. I mean, we're
that's
Not
okay.
bad.
I'm not panicking. And December's almost over. We got 6 games left in December. 5 are on the road. They're against the Pacific Division. 1's at home. It's going to be against San Jose. So I'm not worried. What I'm more concerned about is during the week where the NHL locks up your rosters. Yeah. That's where I'm hoping they sit down with Kopitar and they're like, broski, let's get this done.
Broski. That's
what's
up with Clifford and Lewis? Clifford and Lewis went to the IR.
Yeah, they're on the IR. And so we dropped 2 forwards because they go to the IR. We bring up 2 defensemen. So people are kind of like,
that's weird.
And so we're now 12 forwards, 9 defensemen, which is a really weird thing. We're hoping we can move Green into a long-term IR. And guys, I stress this to you every time we do a Kings episode. The NHL is a hard cap league. I'm under the impression that they made these moves for financial reasons. You can't go over. You go over the cap, you start forfeiting games retro to when you go. And right now we're doing great. We got a 10-point streak. You don't want to forfeit games for any reason. Why would you do that?
And they might also be auditioning players for trades.
Yes.
So
I mean.
Now, you want to trade for a forward.
Yes. The thing going around is, the Kings are looking for a left-handed shutdown defenseman. They're looking for a top 4 defenseman.
We already have
the best defense in the league. Yeah. And you could always be better.
I
you
love
can
that
always
idea.
be better. But Where we struggle is offensively. We don't score enough goals.
Yeah.
We need a spark in 2012. We pick up Carter. We need a spark in 2014. We pick up Gabrick.
Yeah.
We need the depth at forward that can.
So who do you bring in? If you have the possibility of playing GM, who do you bring in?
Just throwing it out there. Bring in Stamkos.
How the hell are they going to do that?
Well, obviously you'd have to trade away something so that you can have
He's
the cap
in a contract year. So
he's in a contract year.
Wanna...
So what I think Tampa's going to do is they're going to sit him down. They're going to sit him down and they're going to say, listen, do you want to stay or not? Because if you do want to stay, let's work on an extension right now. If you don't, let us know.
He doesn't want to stay at Tampa?
Well, it's like, let us know where you want to go so we can get you the hell out of here.
He wants to come to the best coast, and he for sure wants to come.
I think he would. And here's the thing. But
where would he play with the Kings?
He is a top-line center.
Yeah.
I would say, and this is assuming we don't get rid of certain forwards, I would say throw Carter up on the first line with Gabrick and Kopitar, make him one of the wings.
That makes sense.
You put Stamkos as the center on the second line. You put him with Lucian Toffoli. You drop Pearson down to the third line, but I'm willing to bet that someone like Pearson or Toffoli would be in a trade like that.
I don't want to trade Toffoli.
I don't want to trade Toffoli either.
You just got his jersey.
I did just get his jersey,
so
but I still haven't gotten it because it's in the mail.
Son of a bitch. Well, it's Christmas time.
Yeah.
What about our guys?
Yes, guys. Our social media director has been trying to give away these Bailey bobbleheads for like a week, but freaking Kopitar hasn't scored because Kopitar and Bailey are such good friends.
Maybe Kopitar's waiting for his extension.
That could be it too. Hopefully they get it done in the next week. But yeah, guys, keep on the lookout. Our social media director is still trying to give these away. The stipulation is that he'll give them away when Kopitar scores. Kopitar just hasn't scored in a week.
Yeah.
So
those are nice.
Yeah, but that's the pipe dream. Getting Stamkos in here, have him 1 and 2 with Doughty. That would be pretty cool, and he would be the catalyst that would help our forwards there. Because regardless, though, we need depth at forward. That's what we need.
Yeah. That would be an amazing trade if they could pull something like that off. I don't see that happening, but it'd be cool. It's a dream trade. It'd be good.
They traded away. How much did they give away to pick up Sekera? How much did they trade away to pick up Lucic?
Okay.
Trade away future draft picks. Trade away farm system guys. Obviously, they're going to want guys that are NHL ready, that are already in the system. That's why it concerns me with doing something like that, because it's like I don't want to trade it away to Foley. I don't even want him in conversations.
No. But he would be, because he's young, he would be in the conversation.
Yeah, we just locked him up for another 2 years.
And he's not making that much money for how much. Yeah. So what's our gift of the day?
Gift of the day, talking about Toffoli. Toffoli hasn't scored in like 10 games, but he finally did against Ottawa. Our gift of the day is a power play goal by Toffoli, which was a total give me.
Love it. Yeah.
It's like, what the hell happened? The puck just like goes around the boards, hops over the net, and Toffoli's coming in on an empty net. It's like, oh, thanks, and gets it in.
Yeah.
So maybe that'll spark him, because it's not like he's been slumping. He's just like
a little luck.
Yeah, it's kind of like when you're a baseball player in a slump and you're hitting the shit out of the ball, you're just hitting it at people.
Yeah.
Kind of like that.
Yeah, he just needs a little luck to go his way. And he did. He got it in that game, so maybe in the next game we see something come out of him.
Yeah. Guys, so let's hope we keep our lead in the Pacific, and this is our last episode of the year before they destroy our studio and like dig out the ground. So have a Merry Christmas, have a Happy New Year, have fun, be safe. Don't forget to follow us on the Twitter at Best Coast Show. Be on the lookout for the baby ballheads, because we are trying to give them away. Our social media director might have to switch it up from Kopitar to somebody else. Yeah. But yeah, Happy New Year, guys.